It's Black and Brown Movement Radio Podcast, Third Eye Worldwide Radio. Hip hop for the people.
Positive-minded apparel, positive-minded attitude.
Yeah, what's up, folks? It's 2022. This is our second episode. Check out episode Third Eye Worldwide. Or is it just this Third Eye 2022? Yeah. On YouTube, the channel, Black Brown Movement 88. Black Brown Movement 88. For those dyslexic ones out there, that's BLACK BROWNMOVEMENT and the number 88 at YouTube. And that's the YouTube channel. Again, man, this is Black and Brown Movement Radio Podcast. Of course, we got our usual suspects: MadVerblz, Mad Scientist, Black Spec the Gadget, the Black Dude MC. We got Big Kev, Truth Be Told, on the phone in from Riverside. Yeah, and then we got a new.
What's happening, people? Are you awake, or are you faking like you wake?
Yeah, stop using that word woke. That shit's played out. But we got my man's Jrdn
King, baby.
In the house.
Live and alive all the way from the East Coast, you dig.
And I'm not about to call him a guest because he's already peoples, he already fam, so.
Feel me?
You know,
I might be here to stay.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's what's up, man. We on a new setup over here. You'll see a little video on the social media. We ain't going live yet, but we upgrading, so be prepared. Yeah, we got the new this new episode's entitled what is it, Kev?
Tonight's topic?
Yeah, the title of this podcast.
Tonight, are you prepared?
Are you prepared, folks?
Are you prepared?
That is the question. Are you prepared? Forgot to mention. That is the question. And I forgot to mention beer and bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Beer and bullshit in the house. People like it. And the fans is liking it. So with that being said, I'm over here sipping on a Modelo Tall Boy Mango Michelada. About to tap the cap on y'all. Just like busting a nut.
That's that good shit.
Yeah.
My shit's already open.
Yeah. And then we got the shock tops over here. Classic Belgian white, you know what I'm saying? Can't go wrong. What you sipping on there, Big Kev?
Sipping on some Stella Octopus over here on the side. Nice little cold chill bottle.
That's always a go-to right there. That's always a go-to. And the shouts out to my vapors out there, the homies that do vape on Figueroa and Adams, because we do vape.
We do vape, people.
I don't vape, but they vape.
And
wait, this is a vape?
Yeah,
this is a vape?
That's a vape.
I take that back. I vape, people. I vape.
Yeah, man. So just the usual intros, man. Shouts out to all our peoples out there, man.
Shout out to Double B.
Yeah.
Wasn't able to make it due to transportation situations, but you'll see and hear from him next week.
That's what's up.
With mad energy.
Come back, come back.
And did I hear something about Big Kev showing up live to the podcast next week? Did you hear that?
Yeah,
That is fact.
next week.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
I'm gonna make it out that way next weekend.
No doubt. That's what's up. Yeah, so, again, shouts out to all our peoples, man. That out there, Owen and Do It For Music, the homie Sneaky Entertainment, what is it, Respect, and I forget the name, but we'll put the links in there to the podcast. Shouts out to M Up Clan. Shouts out to, all our peoples who support us, and we support them, and that's what's up. Mr. King, didn't you say something about you had a show coming up?
Yeah. February 23rd, I got a show coming up. Hold on one second. You gotta stop it. February February 23rd, I got a show at Club Bahia on Sunset. Second between Hollywood and downtown. It's my first time performing at this club, so I've
Actually,
been
Baha'i.
See, Club Baha'i. You know what I'm saying?
And I only know that because my boy is in Brazil. at the Baha'i.
Right.
Yeah,
Our peoples, man. This is our peoples right here. So make sure you go out there and support the show. And
tickets on sale right now, man. You just go to myafton.com/Jrdn King.
We'll be out there podcasting and catching them on the interview after it's said, whatnot, like we always do.
Man,
You know?
can't wait for that. We definitely
New
gonna get it
energy,
popping.
new flavor, folks. Y'all ain't even ready.
They not ready.
Yeah, so Big Kev, man, lead us into this episode, man, entitled "Are You Prepared?"
Dangle the carrot before the people.
Yeah, listen, take us down the rabbit hole, my brother.
All right, no, I'm gonna skim the top tonight because this is a little more of.
Listen, sir, excuse me. No skimming off the top. Get deep in it.
Oh no, we gonna put our foot in it. We gonna put our
So
foot in it.
you gotta get
but
deep in it like mama making homemade potatoes.
It's just some of the things that I've talked about, and you guys know where my, I guess, forte as far as seeing stuff and coming and finding stuff, right? You know, the money situation's fixing to happen. This winter is not over. They still have a couple things to pull on us during this winter. Right now, they're hitting us with the food shortage. They done hit us with a chain shortage. They're gonna hit us with a heating and an electric thing again.
Power down.
Remember last
Power down.
Yeah, I mean, you remember last year Texas was down for a month. That bullshit that Trump did to us before he left.
You said
with
Trump?
that EMP, that EMP shit that he did, that shit's to come back around this summer. There's some things that's going on this year that is really set forth to put us either at wit's end or fucking right there ready to battle. And I mean, we all understand the divide and conquer thing. Most of us understand what the game is of divide and conquer. And, my question to everyone right now is if shit was, because the question
why you didn't say it? Are you prepared?
Because I got to compound a little more on that so it makes it a little more.
Go for it.
How many people even know China let off some shit the other day that's supposed to be something that's brighter than the sun? So as of today, as of 2 days ago, we're supposed to have 3 suns right now for this one planet.
Say that again.
We're supposed to have 3 suns for this planet right now, along with that China shit. That China one made 3. Along with that, if anybody was paying attention 2, 3, maybe 4 months ago, I'm gonna say a little farther back than that, when Bill Gates was talking about we put ash in the sky to block out the sun. Yeah. Now, in understanding the physics of what that does and how that represents biology and us living, and that's all of us, not just the melanated, but all of us.
What's death?
Are you prepared to fucking come out of the shell that you're in right now? Are you fucking prepared to survive?
And a little more specifically, we talked about it. We've spoken on it many times on many podcasts, and we'll continue to do so, about mental health. And one of the main things, or related to the topic you mentioned, was being prepared mentally.
Talk to somebody.
Mentally, spiritually, physically, and what are you doing for shelter? The reason why I guess I ask those questions is because it's a roundabout of
I got a simplification for it. It breaks down to my acronym of my handle, SSI, Spiritual Street Intellect. Are you spiritually prepared? Are you street ready? Are you intellectually ready?
No, because now the world is literally catering to everybody to be lazy. Like with Postmates and order online and this Instacart and everything that you can just get delivered to your door at the tip of your fingers. Like everything is being catered to the next generation and even us now to be fucking lazy, no matter what it is.
And
even if your Instagram,
look, Idiocracy.
Look, if your Instagram don't load in 2 seconds, you over.
What he just said, ordering shit, just sitting, eating, order. It's in the movie.
It's part of the pandemic.
It's like, bro, it's like if you feel like
they're promoting this shit.
Bro, if a video on YouTube don't load in 3 seconds, you're over it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like what happened when back in the day when nigga, you remember when AOL used to turn on? How long that shit would take?
Hell yeah.
All the noises it would go through the whole. but look, we got accustomed. Look, they made us accustomed to so. Like naturally, everything being so fast now.
Right now.
That everything that we once knew is completely changed to now.
Obsolete.
Now we want everything now, right now. I want it now. I want the best quality. I want it tomorrow, today. Amazon. I don't even have to go to Target no more. I don't have to go nowhere. I go to Amazon and I can get anything.
And the
anything. I get a diamond watch for $20.
Nigga, you might get some.
Made that
Listen,
shit 10 times.
you might get some coochie delivered off Amazon.
Bro,
nigga. Stop playing.
They did. The man got fired.
You act like Backpages went somewhere.
Yeah, man. I mean,
The nigga got fired because he bought some coochie on Amazon. Damn.
Hey, I'm telling you though, all that you just mentioned, then you come with the pandemic. Oh, everyone got to stay in the house. That just amplified that.
That's part of the plan.
Right.
I didn't stay in the house when I was a fucking little kid.
They make people stay in the house because of what
exactly.
what Kev was talking about.
You got to understand how they're treating us as grown adults. They're treating us like kids. Like, okay, look, let me play some word games with you real quick, because I'm trying to get people to understand the game.
You're attempting.
I'm doing the best I can. I'm attempting to put people in a better mind frame to deal with this every day, because this is an everyday thing with everything to do.
I mean,
folks, he's saying stop being afraid of reality.
They're locking us in the house because they wanted to keep us away from the sun.
Man, there's a little more than that. Yes.
No, definitely, it's definitely more than that. But on the surface, they want to, like you were just talking about putting ash in the sky. They just want to keep us away from that sun, that vitamin D, man.
There's a reason for that too.
They trying to steal our melanin.
Break it down. They're
trying to steal our melanin.
Well, I mean, we're still amongst the main ones to be eliminated.
Yep.
We are still hunted.
I mean, the like minority. The word minority, is something that they like to use with us, right? Understanding. And a lot of people don't know this, and I've been on this a lot lately. I kind of banged on the dude at my job. It was kind of funny. Understand when it comes to melanated people on the planet, and I'll even say up to fourth shade beyond red bone. I'm gonna go caramel complexion, right? In that number alone. That's the top number of people on the planet. One. The newest species on the planet, the Caucasian, has only been here 3,000 years.
We've been there way longer.
That's crazy.
Yo, the Caucasian was lab made. You ever heard that one? They were fucking lab made.
They were melanated, and then they went to the mountains and they lost their melanation.
Come on, man.
Well, there's a few stories on how Caucasians were made, but how Caucasians got their intelligence is the thing that is being kind of fucked.
You want to get deep?
You
want to get deep?
Or do you mean lack of intelligence?
You want to get deep? You want to get deep?
Go one or two on that.
We're going down the rabbit hole. That's what we do.
Hey man, you want to get deep? I don't want to keep cutting people off, but he said there's a lot of stories about white people, right? Look, the story I might not know. I might not be speaking exactly how I remember it,
verbatim. It's all right.
Yeah, but the story that I heard was white people were created by the richest people on the earth. It was a black people. No. They were black people.
Really?
So listen, and please don't quote me, don't kill me, don't crucify me. Right? I'm just speaking what I heard. I'm not saying this is fact. Look, so I heard that they were created by this group of people to help them control the people that were less of them, like for less of a word, they're slaves.
Yeah.
Right? But the white people. You said what?
Story of Yakub.
Yeah. The Yakuza. Yakuza?
No, Yakub.
Yakub. Yeah. So.
But pronounced in Hebrew, Yakub.
Yeah. So they had created these white people to help them control their slaves, and the white people for some reason learned this race of black people had taught the white people all of their lingo, all of their knowledge, everything in controlling these people, how to do it, their plans, all of it. And the white people became so smart that they overthrew the people that created them, which is why everything happened how it happened.
The Roman shit and all that.
So that's why people never really think about anything before slavery that has anything other
connected
to do with Jesus.
History.
If people think about anything before slavery, it has to do with Jesus or Christopher Columbus or anything like that, or the Indians. It's never about where the fuck did they come from and how the fuck did they do this.
Mesoamerica.
Nobody thinks about. It's always slavery or Indians or fucking pilgrims. That's it.
Simple-minded.
If you're westernized thought, if you're not from here, you're not taught that.
No.
They're not taught nothing that everything you just like mentioned for like how we got here, slavery and stuff like that.
The history of our culture.
That's only here they taught that, because everywhere else knows when they look at the numbers and the people around them, they know we're the dominant people on the planet. But they know the original man came out of Africa.
Yeah.
They know that there was no European on this planet for over 2 million years.
Mm-hmm. That's the problem. 2 million years.
We're the only ones here on Turtle Island that have had the story completely hidden.
Well, that's why it's called. That's why it's called his story.
Here.
Tell it like it is.
Like when
they don't want to hear the truth.
Columbus never came here. Columbus never set foot.
They got lost.
He got lost. That's why he even got what he got. He was by getting lost.
He was about to get killed because he didn't fucking finish the movie.
He was running away.
He was about to get killed. He had to run because
they were gonna kill his ass.
His last 2 missions before that weren't successful. So he was coming for his third one, and he was coming back over here to die.
Okay, my people, check it out.
My peoples.
It's called His Story, and they say that history belongs to the victors.
Of course it does. Everything in history is always.
Wait. Can I clear up something before we kind of, because that's gonna. I need this young man to have the right information. Okay? Your story of Yakub originally comes from Yakub coming from a tribe from the inner earth. 1. 2. The Rockefellers are the one that put that in Western education. There was no Caucasian white people, period, here when the Anunnaki made a fucking, not Homo sapien, but Homo erectus.
Yeah.
Homo erectus was what was doing the.
None of the barbarians are white, right? None of the Homo sapiens and the cavemen, if you want to say, are white. None of them. Not one of
The
them.
Neanderthal is of pale skin because he comes out of the Caucasus Mountains.
And he just came out the dark.
Yeah, but the caves. But even then, some of them are. A lot of them are melanated.
Yeah, a lot of them are melanated.
They look like indigenous people. They look like
you see the Geico
original Australians.
You see the Geico commercial where they had a monkey looking.
Even before that, they even try to melanate. I mean, make that nigga white. But I'm saying, like, before that, if you really look at the fucking Croods.
Man,
look at the Croods, a fucking Disney movie,
and they're not
white.
Pale. They're not pale at all.
See me?
That's only because some of the true fact. Because like what I'm trying to convey here is understand the particular of what you see as white people has only been 3,000 years. We, as walking, talking civilization dynasty of 2,500,000 years, Egypt wasn't built in a fucking day.
No.
That was 25 dynasties before Rome was even fucked with. Right? So understand, everything that you were told about them not doing that, and oh no, sir, we have 2 million years before anybody on this entire planet, which was a Pangea, which was enough to, before the lands broke up, but nobody here had non-melanin complexion body, period. They weren't put here and became so smart. They came out of the mountains and have been savages ever since. There has been no
barbarian cannibals
on this planet. There has been no, not even, they don't get the barbarian. They just get savage.
Cannibals.
Your cannibalism, that came straight for them. They say niggas started that in Africa. That's not how that happened. You know what I mean? So, like, I hear what you're saying, but to tell you exactly how you got that, that's an Egyptology story from the Rockefellers from fucking 1892. Because that's when, right about the time where the out of Africa thing came into play. Because they found a long time ago, you gotta understand, every time they dig up one of them tombs and one of them fucking pharaohs and shit like that, that's no fucking white person.
That's a brother.
That melanin is still sitting there. To this day, they just pulled up one
they're almost.
You understand? They say that all that
body shape still,
bro. That's why they knocked the nose off the Sphinx.
Right.
Because he was a nigga.
That's why Napoleon did that.
Because he was a nigga.
You gotta think about that. You gotta really think about that because
they don't like us niggas.
No, I'm gonna rock your centuries with that. At the time they did that, that was the 18th century. We're in the 21st century.
That was right there.
So at that time when they were doing that shit, they were basically saying, look at all this blackness around this fucking area. And understand the reason why Africa is the way it is. Africa, when you look at the planet, Africa is the only rooted continent on the planet. Everything else is floating.
That is the fucking truth.
That's why Africa has fed the planet for over 7 million years.
All the natural resources.
All one continent and broke. We're fucking floating in the ocean.
Came out of Africa. Right.
I mean, dude, it breaks down scientific and
it breaks down geologic. What you said in your verse, nigga.
Yeah. It does. Black and brown breaks down geologic. Scientific.
What we deal with here, and what we deal with here in the Western world.
No sorries.
Instead, we have to because we're taught that for so long to where it's like this right now.
That's what I'm saying. We're breaking that taught thing. So
they say Egypt's pharaohs and shit were white. We know that's black.
That's bullshit.
All of it's bullshit.
1,000%
all of the history is bullshit.
Yeah.
It's all of it. All of it.
Well, the truth, like I was saying,
that's called indoctrination.
Right. And the
You've been indoctrinated to believe, like your high school and your college. In high school, you learn to regurgitate it, and in college, you learn to fucking memorize the shit that you regurgitated.
And everything he's saying is what these kids are doing today. And I'd be like, what? Listen, young
they're not learning. They're just repeating bullshit.
Well, guess what happened to me in college? I was stepped to by an elder native who took me to his library and told me that all of American libraries is where they bury the lies. The truth is,
I heard that too.
Breaks down scientific.
Why it's called a library.
The first bones were found in Africa. The first book of the Bible, Genesis, refers to the Nile River, which is in Egypt. The color scheme,
which is where?
Egypt.
In Egypt.
But where's Egypt?
In Africa.
Ah, okay, thank you.
Kemet.
The color scheme breaks down black, brown, red, yellow, white.
Egypt is Kemet.
You can get black from white, but you can't get. I mean, you can get white from black, but you can't get black from white. Dude, the truth is there. The science is there. The spirituality is there. Are you prepared to accept it mentally?
That's the point.
Nope.
No open-mindedness. The world is closed-minded.
Now feel me with this. Because of the lie that we've all been taught and indoctrinated, they've glorified, they've made history books, holidays after it, to where your kids really don't know that they're celebrating somebody that's fucking been massacring people for over hundreds of years.
That's why.
Can I shatter your brains?
That's why we post all the shit we post on Instagram.
Can I shatter your brains?
Everybody knows.
You know, I don't celebrate no holidays. I don't celebrate no holidays but my birthday and Hanukkah. What?
Join the crew. Join the crew.
My birthday and Hanukkah. That's it.
Hey, you celebrating Almighty in Hanukkah?
That's what I'm saying. That's why I celebrate Hanukkah.
I'm with it. Shalom.
The way that the way I do it, and the way that it is, because I don't want to get into it, but I shit on this podcast. It's like that's who the real Jews, not the white people, not the white people,
not them over there in Israel.
No. If Jesus was Jew,
and the original,
and we know he was from the Middle East,
let me say this.
Then we know he black.
Let me say this.
Woolly hair.
You know, I heard that, and I know Big Kev gonna shatter my brain with some shit when I say this, but look, I heard that Hitler was trying to get rid of the people because he knew they weren't the fucking dominant. You get me? Okay. He knew they weren't who they said they were gonna be or who they were. That's why they're called Jewish.
Say not Jewish, so they're like Jewish.
You get me?
Jewish.
Hold on, Verb.
Go for it.
The fact that you know that right there will tell you that's when the white person and the white looking complexion came into play. That is the main cog of shit getting turned in to where everything dark, everything basically, as I will say it, as we say it, anti-black. From that point on.
Discrimination.
You have to understand it was the Moor that they had to fight. They will tell you.
And the Moors are what? Excuse me, Mr. Truth be told. The Moors are what?
They were the Berber.
What are the Moors?
Black. The Moors were black, and they were one of the most dominant forces.
They taught the Romans how to do everything.
They are creators of this last three civilizations.
Did you already say three civilizations?
So I'm gonna say from the early 1400s to the late 1800s. There's a lot of people, and my favorite one is this, and I get the clown because I always get one Hispanic that will say he's Hispanic, and y'all know me. I know the culture, so when you tell me you're Hispanic, I'm gonna tell you you're fucking wishing you were white.
Hispanic.
So we really don't want to have this conversation. And then they always come back, well, I'm Spaniard and da-da-da-da-da. Well, now if you're fucking
Spaniard, bullshit.
Tell me which one of those castles. Go ahead.
I gotta
excuse me, folks.
Speak on this on that part right there, because this is Black and Brown Movement Radio Podcast, right?
Third Eye Worldwide Radio.
Radio. So the word Hispanic is a government coined term.
A white coined term.
Yes.
Now, when you talk law, wait, let me finish. When you talk law, you are to identify yourself with your nation. This is why so many black folks right now are not calling themselves black. Show me where the black nation is. Show me where the Hispanic nation is.
There's no such thing.
Exactly. That's why that is not status in law. So meaning, if you were going to do anything here in America, and you were going to do it on a big platform, and you were basically going to, for the easy, fight for some fucking rights. The reason why black folks can't get shit is because when we go to court, we're talking the black shit. They can easily deny that shit because that has no existence.
Hey, I've experienced it personally. What he's saying is true.
Yeah, because the laws are written against it.
When I spoke in my own natural voice,
the Hispanic name was given to the national Mexican. So you don't have to be Mexican and say you're Mexican and get treated like the nigga. Because I'm still gonna put it this way. Remember, on the signs, and some of y'all are real young. During Jim Crow, the sign said "No niggas,
no niggers."
Shit. Be a white boy, like I'm saying. That's what you gotta be.
Hold on one sec, Kev.
Hold on a sec, Kev.
My bad.
Go ahead, continue. You forgot the one key point. House nigga.
Well, house nigga is just a product of a nigga really kissing ass.
He's this white dude with the sticking ass.
Well, it's like me and Double said. You know, we got Oreos, they got coconut.
Yep.
You got Twinkies.
And Asians got bananas.
Twinkies.
Asians got bananas.
Twinkies. No, they Twinkies.
Now that
yellow with cream filling, nigga. Twinkies.
Bananas are a little more yellow though.
And understand, I bring that up because in my understanding, what we call Caucasian, what we know as reptilian, what we know as
snakes.
What we know as alien. Now look. Let me be 1,000 with you. Us being here, we're alien.
Yes, sir.
Because the black people, we supposed to be known to come from the Sirius celestial area.
Correct.
Right? So, which is one thing, because a lot of people don't really go back far enough with their religion to understand that Catholicism and Judaism and the beginning of Christianity, their son and God was fucking Saturn.
Yep, Saturn. Was it? That's what Christmas really means. Saturnologist or something. What is that?
Winter solstice.
Yeah. Hey, I gotta interrupt this previously scheduled program and just come and let the people know. It's Black and Brown Movement Radio Podcast.
Third Eye Worldwide Radio.
Dude, that's my favorite sound effect of all time, dude. That's my favorite sound effect of all time.
What the fuck was that funky smell?
Hip hop for the people.
I got me doing my
Represent.
Big Gregory tonight.
Got the homie Jrdn King in the house.
Yeah,
on the same side.
Man, we here.
Hey man, why don't you let the people know where they can? I mean, I know you got a show coming up. I know you got music out there. I know you
give them that detailed
videos,
information.
Movies. Let the people know where they can get a hold of your content. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, you can find me on Instagram at.
Let them know where they can fuck with you at, man.
Find me on Instagram at It's Jrdn King. Jrdn spelled with no vowels. That's JRDN.
No vowels means King. No O for you dyslexic motherfuckers.
No O, no A. JRDN.
No vowels. You know what vowels are? AEIOU, motherfuckers.
You dig? And then Jrdn King on everything else. That's YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, all that good shit. Jrdn King.
For the world. Here we go.
I'm on a run right now, man. I'm dropping a new song every week on my YouTube. Subscribe. I got some videos coming. I'm an actor. I'm on TV right now. I got some shit coming. So I got some movies coming this year. So
he fucking with the Black and Brown movement. So
yo.
Look at the documentary.
Come on,
everybody
man.
Check it out.
Come on, man.
My nigga is in the motherfucking new French Montana video, niggas.
Man, I'm in the new French Montana video. I'm in Insecure. I got my own Indeed commercial out right now. I'm in the new D Smoke video that's coming out. I'm in the new.
Oh, that's the homie.
Yep, that's the homie. Yeah, that's the homie. I'm actually in 2 of his videos. That's my nigga. Shout out to D Smoke. Shout out to Sir.
His mom plays keys.
Man, shout out to his mom. His mom is a beautiful lady, man. His mom's such a beautiful lady.
Shouts out to Bible
his father,
Fellowship.
Man, his dad's the man, bro.
Mr. Paris is the business.
Cool, man. Shout out to them, bro.
Big ups to him because he taught his kids the best thing that you could teach your young seeds in America.
It's your fucking dream, man.
Yeah.
Real shit. As a melanated person, yeah, he planted the proper seeds in his children with the grace of God.
Also got a shout out to Birth of a Movement.
Birth of a Movement.
The book.
By the Black and Brown Movement.
The book.
Arthur DeFranco, Felipe Brox.
Yeah, the book is going to be print on demand. Ebook is going to be available on Ingram Spark, Amazon, Barnes & Noble, all your platforms. Be looking out. I'm going to give you the link as soon as it drops. Be looking out. We working on the movie. We're going to be working on the soundtrack with the clothes and the movie and all that. So be looking out, man. That was just a quick commercial, Big Kev. I want you to lead us back into the topic. Back into the rabbit hole.
Rabbitness.
Okay, let me come back with this right now, and let me break myself back down to like a 2. Y'all have me like getting my Dick Gregory on right now.
Oh man, bring that shit, bring it. We, big up to respect to Dick Gregory.
It's like this. Look, and I'll keep it a buck for everybody that's listening. When you hear this, whether you hearing it when it's first put out or 2 or 3 years down the line, look what I'm saying up. The thing is, if you went to school here in America, in the States, or you didn't go to school here, but you went right on the outside skirts, or your mission and your people and your family were trying to get you here, meaning to the States, that means your education. That means the education that you got here is intended for you not to know the truth, and everything and I say everything was a fucking lie. You see how I said not just a lie. That's
he said it was a lie. L-I-E. Lie.
And the easiest way that I can put the best analogy for people to really understand so they can really get off of fucking, because I know a lot of people are dealing with their cognitive dissonance. As far as cognitive dissonance, meaning you just heard some shit that just smacked everything that your mama, your grandmama, and everything that you thought was right.
Hey, and right he's now. A black man. Yes, he did use big words.
So, I think in your mind, and in your mind frame, you're going back through time in your mind, and your mind is correcting history within yourself. Just like the movies that you watch right now with the Matrix, how he can go back and snap shit and fix history, and you got the time traveling and shit right now. People are fixing to start time traveling. And the thing that I need people to really fucking take in consideration is if you went out and spent $1,200, $1,400, $1,600 for that motherfucking tool that you got in your hand that you call a fucking phone, I really need you people to look this stuff up. And the easiest place to look this stuff up is in the Library of Congress. Library of Congress right here in America.
That's where you get the truth, people. That's where you get the truth,
you hop
people.
You hop on some DuckDuckGo or another search engine outside of Google, and you go look outside of America. You go look at what Egypt really looks like. You go look at what they call the Middle East is really Western Africa.
Say it again, please.
Africa
can you repeat that again, please?
The motherfucking damn near walls in the motherfucking Asia.
Can you repeat that again so they can really get the truth?
There is no such thing as the Middle East. The Middle East was just made up no more than fucking 22 years ago.
What was that? 22 years ago was about Desert Storm, no?
That's just like the Black Boogeyman was made up.
Yeah, the Black Boogeyman is only an American thing. But the Black Boogeyman is only an American thing. It was made here.
Yeah.
That's where you get King Kong. That's where you get every black man walking around looking like fucking Pussy Willow and shit like that. Well, that's where buck breaking comes from.
Because a black man could go somewhere else around the world and get mad love.
Did you catch that last exclamation point he dropped on you though? That's where buck
Again.
breaking comes from.
Yeah.
We're gonna break this
Again.
nigga from being strong. Break
Again,
manhood.
understand. Well, here, let me go deeper. Hold on, we got to get back to the topic. Let me jump down the hole and bring y'all back up real quick. Understand, what does Hollywood mean? What is Hollywood? Can anybody tell me? Just a
What you
quick.
say, Hollyweird?
Well,
Hollyweird?
Come on. This is a good one because I want you all to really pay attention to this because y'all fuck with the music part of this. Okay, Hollywood. What is a Hollywood?
Break it down, brother.
Wood from a holly tree.
What?
What is a holly tree?
Christmas.
The holly tree is what the magic wand is made of. Didn't any of y'all watch Harry Potter?
What?
Don't any of y'all watch some fucking old back Merlin days? That's a holly branch.
Magic bush.
What does Hollywood create?
Magic bullshit.
What have you all been fed for the whole
You motherfuckers,
life? Because you gotta understand, I'm 50. So y'all being younger than me, y'all have gotten to see nothing but color TV.
Y'all been bamboozled by the fucking smoking mirrors.
If you're under 30 years old, the only reason you know the truth is you found a motherfucker like me.
That part.
Because if you graduated high school and you've made it through college, you're fully indoctrinated and you understand the racial game that's going on here. You're so in tune to that racial game that you need to know how to play like you don't even know it's happening.
Franco!
Subconscious, yeah.
Tell them how you do it.
Dude, I'm always white enough to just to get to a certain
Just to
point.
get in.
Yeah,
As long
but
as you don't say nothing too much black.
yeah, no, I'll play
And
it.
definitely, once we let you in, please don't show anybody
Hey.
pictures of your wife and your kids.
Rest in peace. Thank you, Paul Moody, for the tip.
Yeah, but the
Because
problem
he's got the
is
complexion for the collection and the protection.
the problem is I always get to a certain point and I'm just not white enough.
See?
Exactly.
That part
Because
right
they know you're
there.
not.
Somebody always,
Now, this is where-
there's always a snitch in the
This is
circle.
where that falls into play.
Why he's
What movie
Mexican?
was that? Black and White, the Ice Cube movie, and the other little parody of that, right? Meaning,
Wait a minute. Black and White, the Ice Cube movie. You talking about
you
Hard
know
Learning?
that? No. Go ahead, Google it. Black and White Ice Cube movie. It wasn't a movie; it was a TV show.
I was about to say that's a movie that. Oh, you talking about?
It was a white family. They took a black family.
Oh my
and they
God,
made
that shit
them
was so
change
hilarious. They changed the black family to white, literally looking white, and they did the same thing with the white people, made them black, and they lived in our world, and vice versa.
This caused so much bullshit on
That shit is
the
so
level
fucking funny.
because
The white folks
truth
can
came
handle
out.
it too deep.
the truth came out.
Yeah, the truth came out deeply.
This is
I was
why
homeless in
Dave
a hotel
Chappelle
in
was
2005.
able. This is why Dave Chappelle was able to do Tyrone Bigsby.
Oh, that's where he got.
Clayton Bigsby.
Thank you, Kev. That's where he
Clayton
came up with
Bigsby.
that, bro.
Yeah,
Understand?
dude, they don't.
What it was this one right here. When the black guy went to get a job somewhere, right? And he was white.
He got the
Right.
job.
He went in with his own fucking credentials as a black man, but looking white. Got the job, no problem. Got the extra perks, no problem. As he sat there and watched 5 black people and 3 Mexican people walk back out the door.
Denied.
Denied.
As he sat and talked to them in the waiting room, like 90% of them, which was what I say, about 5 of them, had his fucking qualifications killed.
Wow.
He was one of the less qualified people there. Actual less qualified people there.
Hey, folks, that's good old America. The land of the home and the free.
Yeah, they don't
That
lie.
was the last show.
They don't hide it, bro. That's why it's called tell lie vision, because they telling lies.
You
to your
said they
vision.
say what? It's called what?
Tell lie vision.
Wait,
It tells lies
Okay,
to your vision. Tell lie
Okay, here
vision.
comes my Rocky Balboa to that. Let me put my marshmallow down. Here comes a Rocky Balboa.
See, now we're gonna have to get that on the thing. Dun, 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 dun.
Dun, 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 dun,
Dun, dun, dun, dun.
I'm about to get y'all stopped. Oh,
Niggas got their hands up and shit.
Oh shit.
Go Rocco!
Hey, yo, Adrian!
I love you, Adrian.
My bad, our bad. Go ahead.
Not at all.
I don't remember what I was saying.
Are you entertained? Edutainment. Shouts out to KRS-One. Knowledge range.
Bless.
I had a real spiritual thing for that one too, because that's something that a lot of people have missed. That's going on here right now. But there's
Go back to the
We
list.
apologize, folks. We had a moment of humor,
Yeah.
but
Go
we're
back
gonna
to the
get
list.
back to the real deep focus of what is truth.
like, okay, here. Let me explain something. When you speak religion, you take the spiritual out of it because there's nothing spiritual in religion.
It's politics.
Okay? All politics.
All political is what religion is. That's why we got all these wars going on, because everybody having
For
dick
the
battles.
simple fact that that's one. For the simple fact that everything you see pushed right now in America, religion. Low key, listen. What I mean by that is, we as melanated people, our family is what's preaching the religion. For the white folks, they still going to church because they're, as white folks right now dealing with this pandemic, they're having a big situation with church and state.
Excuse me.
Because in this situation, white folks are the free ones here. You've
Yeah,
heard plenty
they're
of
the free
times
ones,
of
but
these
they're the
white
most
folks-
paranoid.
You've
freaking
heard
out.
plenty of
Oh my
times of
God,
these white
oh.
folks talking about, oh my God, you're treating me like a slave. This is slavery. I can't go through this. You're not going to do this to me. I'm an American.
Welcome to our world, motherfuckers.
Not even fucking close,
Just
homeboy.
the-
Don't
Damn,
ever
what
say that
Karen was
again.
that?
I'm just
Don't
saying,
ever-
far as
don't
the
ever-
fucking her mentality, feeling that is good for her.
How disrespectful for you to say that.
Forgive me.
Meaning, and I mean it like this.
Are you alright over there?
Oh man, I don't want to say it. Yeah, if a white man
Keep
walked
it
up
real,
and slapped
truth
the
be
shit,
told.
if a white man walked up and slapped the shit out of your daughter, do you think you're gonna have a nice come back to this man who's gonna say, "Oh, I slapped your daughter because she told me to put on a mask and I felt like I'm a slave"?
Are you fucking crazy?
Exactly.
No, you're not. So you
don't-
know what's
you
going
don't-
down. Nothing but
you don't
knuckles
get it.
upside that head.
Bro, they don't get to have any type of equality to our suffering when they haven't even been suffering.
Word.
They don't get to use any type of equality to that. That is just like them jumping on our side of the tracks talking about, I'm a nigga now.
When?
Dude, the worst part about it is that this whole country is based on a bunch of fucking thieves and murderers who were kicked out of fucking Europe.
That's why this is not America. It's Euro America.
They made their
Stupid
way
people.
over here. They stole my people's government. Looked at the tribes and shit. Was like, oh, they got some of the elders, and our constitution is based on native fucking laws.
Why do you think some of the
Moroccan.
Why do you think some of the first
Moroccan government.
Why do you think some of the first places in America is all called New something from Britain.
New England,
Right.
New England, New Britain,
New York, yeah.
New fucking something.
Yeah.
Because
Nuevo.
They stole this land from my
It
people.
was Nuevo.
And
The
they had
real
to-
language was Nuevo, and they
had to
changed
make
it.
it new their fucking
Africans
land.
were here before them motherfuckers ever showed up, along with my people.
Yeah, Native American, Mexicans,
There
Africans.
was no
I'm a
African
native
here.
black.
It was Native Americans.
I'm a native black American.
There
Black
was no
And
natives
Mexicans.
here.
There was no what here?
There was no Mexican.
There was what?
No, there was no
They
Mexicans.
was
There was
native.
natives.
There was no natives.
Okay, what was it?
Indian.
You forget etymology means everything of talking about what you're talking about.
True.
A native is the third person in line to who was originally there. Your original inhabitant is called an indigenous.
My bad.
Right.
You know what? You're right.
Correct.
You absolutely
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
the indigenous
Because
people.
we always
You're
say
right.
we're
In the
indigenous people.
native.
Yeah.
So listen,
Indigenous people.
Listen to even what you've been taught. You've been taught the natives were first here. I just told you the natives are third.
And we know it because we say it when we do our anthem, indigenous people. But what you just said, it was in the psyche. You're right. What we was taught came out our mouth first. Fruit for the people. That's fruit for the
This is what has
people.
to change.
Hey, that's why I just
This
said
is
that's
what
fruit for
has
the
to change.
people.
You're basically not forgetting about a people. You're ignoring a people.
Right, you just skip two
And then
generations of people.
you're ignoring the original people.
Well, it goes back to Africa, as you mentioned previously. Pangea. It was all one land, and the original man is from Africa, and they migrated.
That would be called Altebulon.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
the deeper word,
Africa,
the real word.
Africa is a Roman name.
Okay, got you.
So wait, one more second. Excuse me. Can you repeat that?
Yeah, go ahead.
For folks that didn't maybe get it.
Africa is a Roman name.
And the real word, the real indigenous name is
It was Altebulon.
Altebulon, folks. Altebulon. Google it.
So the migration took place. So those that migrated to this Western Hemisphere were of the original people.
Let me correct this last one for you. Understand what you know as the map is upside down.
Word?
So
Go
they
ahead.
migrated still, but
Wait,
the map-
word?
the
Nigga,
map was upside
that was
down.
the question. Word? For real? Is that right
When
there?
you get to, when you go and find that and go ahead and take time, and I've done it, cut the map up and put the shit back together. The Nile and the Mississippi pretty much are the sister river.
Oh, snap. Snap.
We've been told a complete fucking white boy lie to cover their ass of all the shit that they've stole, all the people that they've killed, all the babies that they've slaughtered. Let's go ahead and put this where this sits. The most savage people that you have been told on this planet is black, brown people. But the only people
not
that
true.
have done savage acts on this planet
Or Caucasian.
are Caucasian.
Millions and millions and millions and millions.
Don't get mad at me.
Just the messenger.
Hey,
And that is why
it's in my
this
book,
is why
bro.
they don't want to teach CRT, and this is why they won't teach history. This is why you
Look.
will only learn history.
I started my book.
History
I started my
is
book with
false.
this, with the story of the Alamo, and I broke down the what's the word I used, falsehood or what stereotype, or there was another word I used, but basically saying that, and it was about black and brown people being savages. That's a falsehood.
Completely.
Very much false. We're
We're very nice people.
People on the planet.
And
We're very nice
Planet was in
people.
full harmony.
We're loving.
That's what.
Look, real quick, Kev, real quick.
Go ahead. My bad. Go ahead.
No. I was
Oh, okay.
just
No,
saying
I'm holding
that
it. Go ahead.
the story of the Alamo where I broke down the myth of black and brown people being savage is this: when the Mexican army finally took over the Alamo, the only people that they spared were white women, their children, black slaves, and any other non-combatant white people associated to the army who weren't
Not a threat.
So that dispels your
savage
fucking
theory.
Yes, thank you. That's what it was. That was the story, and that was the point of it. So just reiterating what you're saying.
Okay, so what I meant to hold on, you still there?
Yeah, we here.
Okay. What I meant to go to from there was this.
Can I do one thing real fast for that information you just gave? That is to thank both of you for that knowledge, those fruits.
Now I'm still with the spiritual thing, right? Here's where shit shows itself. Okay, like I just said, we've been here millions of years. This planet has been in harmony. 1, 2. The way we eat now, the things that we do now, the things that we concentrate and worry about is all material. Where you live, from the clothes you put on your body to the car you motherfucking drive to the job that you go to in that big ass building. You have now completely separated yourself from nature. And now that you fuck with religion, you are now fucking with no more spirit.
That goes back to the indigenous.
You as a melanated carbon creature, you live by spirit. You roll by aura. You move by heart. Your heart beat. Everybody, this is the one thing that nobody can deny. And it is what it is. On this planet, if you have carbon in your body, your heartbeat beats to the beat of this planet. Your body tone is to the tone of this planet. The people that aren't don't look like you, and they don't carry any melanin. They're melanin deficient. Understand, those of you that do have melanin, I don't care how little melanin you got, you can take your ass out in the sun.
Not get wrinkled up.
What that means is, if they've been playing with the weather and the sun for the past 100 years,
yeah, what's that?
And for those of you that play with religion, understand, for any white man to live in the land of Al-Kebulan, the natural average weather in Egypt right now, in Kemet, then was 125.
Getting roasted like lobster.
So when you see the Michael Jackson video, Remember the Time, and they're running around in skirts and no shirts and shit like that, and then when you see the little History Channel,
they were not Caucasian.
The History Channel, and they show the niggas painted on the walls with no shirts and in skinny pants and with the little things, and they look at them like, oh my god, why would they wear stuff like that, bitch? It was hot.
Hotter than a motherfucking 4th of July, like Stevie Wonder said.
And like that goes into the physicality of understanding what the body does in heat and what the body does in cold.
Shouts out to CH Farm, excuse me.
Man, them niggas got me high as shit.
Right now. We end up with the Neanderthal, because the thing that really trips me out is I still got the picture too, and I keep it for a reason. We're not born with tails.
Hey, people don't believe that shit's true.
Wait, say it again. We're not born
with tails.
Oh, with tails.
We're not born with
Caucasian people.
We're born with 6 fingers and 6 toes. That's not royal.
Hey, and I know quite a few friends and associates from school and shit in a young age that had extra fingers and shit. Never no tail. First one tail that I didn't know that was white.
Blacks and Mexicans don't get light. You know why?
The hair texture.
Only fur gets lice. Who do they call monkeys?
They call us monkeys. The Asians call us monkeys, but
who has the RH factor of DNA in them?
monkeys.
Like the rhesus monkey, which is part of their natural original DNA.
That's why they do so much research with the monkey.
Well, no, they're the lab rat. Understand? We're in a big lab.
The homie Jordan said it earlier.
Black rat. Yeah, he's right. Yeah, I didn't say it. We're all genetically fucked with. Now, where it comes down to is how we get genetically fucked with is our food. You gotta understand, bro. They've been killing this. I just posted this a little while ago. Hold on, let me see something because I do want to show you something real quick when I talk about preparedness. Hold on, one.
Well, in the meantime, while you're doing that,
yeah, give me 30 seconds.
We have been talking about it where to eat healthy, to be healthy, it costs money.
Smile don't cost nothing. Smiley day, smiley way.
I mean, you got all this fast food like just up your street, like, you know what I'm saying? It's like they constantly.
And now they take EBT.
Right.
McDonald's nigga over here take EBT.
What does that tell
McDonald's you? McDonald's been taking EBT for the past 10 years.
Where? Not in the ghetto.
Orange County.
See what I just said? Not in the ghetto.
Shit, that is gay.
Oh yeah, it is. Excuse white ghetto. You're correct. I'm with you, brother. I'm with you.
Definitely Anaheim, Santa Ana.
Orange County, yes, Orange County has this.
You know why I say that also? Auntie Sandy, rest in peace, used to live in Orange County back in the 70s, nigga.
Yeah.
Very few black people was living in Orange County in the 70s.
I know the Mayfields was up there.
Well, nigga, you's not the typical black motherfucker. Your folks is different. Like, seriously. And we ain't even talking about that connection we ain't even talking about that other Mayfield connection. We talking about indigenous. We talking about indigenously. The Mayfields go back in history. Motherfuckers just don't know.
It's funny how long it took them to switch that whole Columbus Day bullshit to
Indigenous
Day.
But understand, it's going to change again. Columbus is fixing to get completely wiped out. Look, bro, y'all know how I come right now. Like, I'm involved in a couple Black History museums. I'm involved in a couple Black projects, moves and stuff. And understand, when I say black, that means my Black and Mexican, because understand, and I laugh, like we said, like me and Double D, we laughed about at the beginning. Everybody Mexican that think that they don't have some Black in them, go tell me what color is your great-great-grandma. And if you're in your 30s, go give me your third grandma or your grandpa or one of your uncles. Somebody in your family's called Negro, and that means, goddammit, it is what it is. You know, because you still, as we went down to Mexico, I mean, we're all descendants from one, period.
Yep.
But
absolutely.
All it is the plenty of centuries that we've had to deal with these savages as they've continually raped and pillaged. This is what a lot of people really have a hard time focusing and putting in their head, right? When we say a long time ago to me is 2000 AD. That's a long time ago. But you're told right now what a long time ago is less than 100 years. What I mean by that, I'm 50. My mother is in her 70s.
Yeah, my
grandma died in, you know what I'm saying? My grandma died in her 90s, and my grandma was, hey.
Yeah, my grandma died when she was 91.
So my grandmother was raised during Jim Crow, Black Code.
Yeah, my mom was born during Jim Crow, 1952.
Right.
Hey,
my thing to that, and I'll finish with this. My thing to that is this: if you're Black or brown, it is a blessing that you're here, because they've been trying to take people that are your relatives, your dynasty, your legacy out for over 200 years.
Taz said it in the Hip Hop for the People verse. We're born at war.
And where they got us at right now is you're not thinking about your legacy. You're thinking about, I need to get this Benz because I got this white boy at my job. He tried to flash on me last week, so I got to come up in there styling because, I got to take his bitch.
Man, fuck all that. That's why I wrote the book.
Nah, we doing this for the kids.
The book
legacy.
The book is the legacy for me, bro. Hey, I just wanted to kind of reiterate the title of this podcast is "Are You Prepared?" We've been talking about mentally, spiritually, physically. One thing before we end out, and before I even go there, I just kind of want to remind the people coming up in the next few episodes. We got topics like how and who are you building generations of wealth, group economics, who's in your circle, protect our babies, B&B function for the summer, the end of this summer, possibly next as well, a B&B function, Black and Brown Movement function. Be looking out for that. Frauds versus real, how to properly network. This is some of the other topics that we'll be dealing with in the next episodes. But
future episodes.
I think we should end on the shelter because we kind of had started that before you even started the podcast. I said we end on that and then roll on that topic right quick and then just kind of end on that.
Okay. Tell me if you got that I just sent you. While I go on to this shelter thing. Now, where y'all were coming from as far as like with the homeless, we're all fixing to be in a homeless type situation. Meaning, there's three things fixing to happen now that they really swing up under the radar, right? For those of us that refuse to get the shot. For those of us that refuse to get the shot and stay away from the jab, right?
I got the shot from Jesus, man. I got the shot from Jesus. I'm vaccinated through the Lord.
Those that did, right? They got that mRNA, right? They are now
the mark of the
beast. They are now classified as transhuman. Understand what just happened to them. They lost all their rights. So when they start putting people in camps and shit like that, it won't be the unvaccinated.
Wow, that's deep.
The thing I dropped on y'all, our very first show about the largest standing army and how everybody, mostly white folks, are talking about the Civil War. So where when I told y'all blacks and Mexicans, we need to sit back.
Hold on, did you say the Civil War? Glory, motherfuckers, glory. We helped win that war. Denzel should have got a Grammy.
This guy right here.
He said a Grammy. What, he sang a song?
Oh, my bad. Oscar, excuse me.
This guy right here.
Oh, shit. Hey,
the fact that you say that, understand this. Wait.
I'm laughing at my fucking self.
For those that don't know and have been told this lie, the Civil War was over the fact that the South did not want to end slavery.
That's right.
Period.
Yeah.
Facts.
It was they'll tell you it was money, granted. Black people.
We were money.
That was the commodity.
Human money.
Yeah, that was the commodity.
Now, what I mean is they played that game of they don't know that it was black people, right? So when you see Denzel Washington fighting in this Civil War, it's because they promised these black men freedom. But understand,
that's the lie they told them.
They fucking killed them.
That was a lie they told them to get them to help them win.
After the war, they fucking hung them. This is the beginning. That was actually your first hanging before. Now, I won't say your first hanging, but your big main massacre hanging before Jim Crow. Because the lynching and stuff didn't start until Jim Crow.
Yeah, I just
got the kill us like that. They just fucking cut our dicks off and fucking cut our throats.
I just got your text.
Put a bunch of slashes on our chest and shit. But that's real. The facts he just told, folks, because that's why we call him the truth. And that womp was for all y'all that can't handle it.
I just got your text. The photo from Vogue.
Yeah. Now, please look at
Heavy.
the
Heavy.
deepness of darkness.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
That's your original. That's your original woman.
Beautiful.
And I'll put this picture on
Like
the podcast.
immaculate, beautiful. Or what's
Like,
that? What's
But
that?
hold up, check this out.
What's
check
that
this
word
out,
that
check
kid
this out
said on
now.
that TV show just us? He said, you look
Check this out though. This is
decadent.
this is the two decadent thing that I'll on the next one I'll go a little bit deeper into this, right? Color on this tip, right? And we went over a couple of things of different cultures with certain monikers and saying to be whiter. We've shown a few times where different cultures as a group have purposely, intentionally breed out the black, right? To where with so much, I'm going to keep it a buck, with so much truth of who the original person is, where this shit originally started from, and who originally did it, and who originally stole it, and oh, you didn't do that? Oh, y'all did? Oh, wait a minute, because I say all that to say this. For us to still be in a country where we celebrate people that lost a war,
lost the war.
to where your children go to school named after these people, to where you have holidays, days off of work, and days you congregate with your family to celebrate somebody that has killed hundreds of people.
Millions. More than hundreds.
All right, let's get back to the shelter, because we ending it with that.
Okay, shelter-wise.
Yeah, because we don't want to blow your wigs off all the way, folks. We know you right now. You're trying to put your brain matter back in place.
We're not trying to scalp you like our indigenous brothers.
Meaning as we're almost going to be homeless now, I think it'll come close to, I tell you what, if you haven't bought a house like in the next 5 years, in let's see, in the next 5 years, if you haven't bought a house and then built something under that house for an escape or anything over 45 days of shelter, you will probably pretty much be done with in like 25 years.
You say it's gonna be like what's that movie Franco we love? Wolverine.
I mean, you got.
Oh, you talking about Red Dawn?
Yeah, it's gonna be a new Red Dawn situation.
I mean, you have China over there with hidden cities where they got fucking, I think an area that's the size of fucking what state was that? Texas? No, not Texas. Half of Texas, I think.
Shit,
and it's just all apartment buildings and houses with nobody living in them. But it's off of the coast. Meaning, two things happen in China. China has just as many earthquakes
and
tsunamis as we do. The only reason we don't have the tsunamis that we have is because these white folks have went out there and fucked with the water, so it doesn't make it to come in here. That's why the water levels in our over here is different.
So low.
Because understand, California is actually bigger than it really is because it's an island. We actually are surfaced and living on just the peninsula of the island.
But what they did is they didn't violate the core of the earth, so it's not generating its natural resource to keep it doing what it normally does. That's why, like in Australia, all the coral reef is drying up.
Drying up. So when I say shelter, right, you can't get off grid now. It's impossible. There's nobody.
Say that again. Say that again for people to think they can.
There ain't nobody that could fall off grid. You know, you were doomed when your parents got you a birth certificate and they stamped your foot and your hand on that birth certificate.
That means you're American. You're American commodity.
You are an American. No. I'm sorry. Correct that. You are a United States corp commodity.
You're a commodity. Bottom line. You're a motherfucking stock.
You're an indentured servant. You're an indentured servant unless you get convicted of a crime, and then you are a slave.
So we are all us motherfuckers on this microphone. We slaves.
You have been a slave. If you're not in prison or jail, you're not a slave. You're just an indentured servant.
Hey,
because look, this is the funny part of it. Just like the Irish would say they were slaves. No, you're an indentured servant. You got to go home when you got done slaving,
right,
and take care of your family.
but the question,
A slave
Our ancestors didn't.
the question is
a
this:
slave has to pay.
how do we shelter ourselves from that? Speaking of shelter,
Well, straight up, I'll tell. As I put it, even if you are strapped for cash, start grabbing
Silver.
fucking cases of water.
Excuse me.
Start grabbing the cases of water. Start looking, and this is we're gonna have to go back to a village. You're gonna need. Hold on. You're gonna look, and it's funny that how many seasons of the Walking Dead was there?
What's that? 8?
Some shit like that.
Like crazy. What the fuck? How long you got the zombie series? Like, what the fuck?
No, I'm not even on the zombie bit, but that's coming too. But on the Walking Dead, every basic situation and where they had to go were somewhere that had to be self-resourceful.
Right.
Meaning, when you put your team together, put some good-minded people together that's going to be able to survive something happening. Don't put a bunch of knuckleheads together.
Right.
If you're a knucklehead, yeah, you're pretty much going to end up with a bunch of knuckleheads. It's coming to survival of the fittest on a Hunger Game scale.
And when he says that, it doesn't just mean physical fitness.
They're making it like the fact that we stay in California. As long as I've been in California, I've known about downtown LA since I was 6 years old.
Right.
Okay? I drive trucks. I've been front and back, top to bottom of this nation numerous times.
Right.
When I see worse than downtown across the nation, but they tell me downtown is the worst.
No, it's not. East St. Louis is fucked up.
I also pay
Detroit.
attention to. I've
Fucked
also
up.
had to deal with some of my own fall downs and setbacks through my addition.
One more, excuse me. Chicago. Fucked up.
Chicago ain't really that bad. Chicago ain't really that bad.
Philly is fucked up. They took the love sign ain't even there no more. What's up with that?
There ain't no love in Philly. Ain't no love trick. So,
In the city of brotherly love?
Mm-hmm. Even travel in tunnels, when I get to see it at its rarest form. Remember, I always talk about we're really close to being in Demolition Man.
Said Demolition Man, like
that's
Mad Max shit.
yeah, I was gonna say that's one example, but there's many examples out there in the same, in the same
But the
realm.
reason I really push the shelter part is this. Okay, there's two things they're trying to eliminate. That's low income house. One.
No, wait.
Fuck y'all.
But notice we didn't correct him when he said they're trying, because trying leads to failure.
They gonna fail.
Yep.
Let them fail, huh? So in that they're trying to get
Keep on trying.
right? we've dealt with gentrification for the past 20-something years.
Yep.
That's not going to stop. We're watching that happen right in our face. And right now it's to the point where they're just
our
spitting in
fucking
our
communities.
face, right? So with that, you must understand, and for everybody under the 40 era, right? If you actually still stay in Los Angeles, right? You're a younger portion of your family, because the older people have either moved to Lancaster, Victorville, or Apple Valley, or out the state.
Real shit. Yeah, that's real shit.
Reason why is just like they did when they made Los Angeles. Okay, Los Angeles City is originally for the labor of Hollywood.
Yep,
That's
it was
why
all about
Hollywood's
movie
on
land.
the hill and LA is in the gully. LA is in a flood basin.
Word.
If they bust this dam up here by my house, LA gone.
Yeah, that's real
If
shit.
they bust a flood basin up there by the Grapevine, it's watered out all the way to Long Beach.
It's a wrap.
The reason that bridge is so big in Long Beach, if that water comes down there from the top of that mountain, it's going right up under that bridge.
Yeah, that's why they restructured it.
How do you think the Queen Mary came in that bitch?
Tell it like it is.
It's too heavy to leave. That's why it's fucking there, because they stopped the water back there and let that motherfucker touch the ground.
Hey, engineer.
The reason they won't let her.
Don't blow it. Don't blow their noodles off no more, man. We're gonna have to give them a break, bro. That's too much for their noodle.
Yeah, we have to
jump off the Queen Mary because they did.
We're gonna have to come with the to be continued. Where we
That was right there. That right there. You just left that little nugget.
220.
Niggas' noodles is fucked up right now with that nugget you just dropped.
Yeah, we're gonna have to end this one out and keep it going on the next one.
Okay, I would say part it up, and let's.
So, folks, listen here,
I want
folks.
to do that real quick with the shelter part, because I was almost finished with that, because it's getting to the point to where the technology of it is going to force us, because they're not going to pay you enough to live in something to where it is, because as soon as they change the credit rating in the next 3 years, when you go to a societal fucking credit type score, some shit like that, like they're doing in China, oh, we through.
Yeah.
So you ain't got a 750. You ain't getting nothing, huh?
I mean, hey, they just let the Asian lady out last year, I think, or 2020. Okay, what that is meaning, let's say.
Wait, run that back again.
I'm about to right now. Okay, give me an actress, say like American shit, Drew Barrymore. Okay, Drew Barrymore, dope as she is, all of a sudden Drew Barrymore comes up missing, and she gone for like almost a year and a half. Nobody know where she at. No nothing. All of a sudden, boom, she pop up and she telling everybody they had her fucking locked up or some shit like that. Before you get to the clones, the clones are only going to be high ups and people that think they have the high ups think they have influence. Because if they don't have any type of influence, they kill them.
Folks, hold on to your hats. Because it's going to get very fucking scary, truthful.
Yeah, because there's a lot with our livelihood. That's why I've told people for the past 7 years to buy guns. You're going to have to protect yourself. Because the thing is that Biden is pushing. Now understand, yeah, and this goes with the shelter too, because this is going to come to it too. They're trying to push a narrative of unvaccinated to vaccinated. I'm not going to go into all the shit about the jab and all that shit of what the numbers truly is, but it's not the unvaccinated that's really fucking people up.
I was about to say, we gonna win. We gonna win. We already done won.
The thing that we're really hurting on is now, we all know about the New World Order shit, right?
Right.
paper Russian paper or something else just came out. Putin ain't going with it, so we good. We fucking good, homie. When I say we good, that means they're not going to be able to do this shit to us no more. Meaning, now the bullies have finally fought. And the one that's been kind of taken, they fight all the time. It's like a Mike Tyson and Holyfield fight.
Right.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me go this one again. It's like a Fury and fucking Deontay Wilder fight.
Okay. Present day.
But on this one, Dante won, which is Putin, because Putin been getting his ass kicked. So this one, Putin finally won, because, and then nobody paid attention to this one either. I love this one too. Putin is a little bit younger than fucking Biden, but look at Putin and look at Biden.
That's deep. Like real deep.
Putin is Russian intelligence.
Whoop that ass.
We're done. Like, the thing is, another reason why I say and I bring up the Red Dawn and stuff like that is, I have told y'all, our money is almost done with. You won't be flipping dollars out your wallet in the next 3 years.
Bro, our money already says what it says on it. Not legal tender.
So with that, you gotta understand, I explained to us before that the dollar used to be the world currency. It hasn't been the world currency for over 7 years.
I was going to say that shit changed.
Now that it hasn't been the world currency, and now that Bitcoin,
that's when they didn't sign the bill that year, huh?
One, yes. And the thing that we must understand as a country, we are just the military arm of Europe. In that meaning, everybody
America.
that we go to war, everybody that we went to war in does not have a central banking system.
What Gaddafi was attempting to create.
That sounds very white boy, but that is a white boy thing. That
No, you talking about...
No, but that's what Gaddafi was attempting to create.
New World Order. New World Order consists of a one world banking.
Right, but Gaddafi was
one world banking, yes.
To avoid that.
And the whole reason America, the reason why America has been going to war with certain places like we have, and then playing like we throw a rock and then hide our hand type shit. But what's been happening is when we do that shit, Putin, China, and other motherfuckers that's not in the central banking system slap these motherfuckers upside their head. And this is where the game kind of like, I put it like this, us
4 minutes left
and shit like this. When the shot callers are really fucking having conversations, homeboy, they don't let us hear what the fuck they talking about.
No.
Nah, man.
Of course
not. So we don't know what happened until they come out the room and then they tell us what happened. Well, Putin's telling his people exactly what happened. I'm blind to it. If this is a cold party, understand, if Hillary Clinton would have won, we'd be at nuclear war right now.
Yeah, they was all about pressing her ass. They was all about pressing her ass.
10 times. Yeah, bro. And for him to come out right now and say, nah, I ain't with y'all no more. Bro, he saved the world. It'll be another 50 years before everybody understands he saved the world. Because we all know when we talk about superpower, because we talked about third world. What's a third world, right?
It's some shit they made up.
No.